Welcome to the Startup Grind.
So, future of blogging, print is dead, right? Or
Right.
so everyone says.
Right, yeah.
At what point does blogging die? Does it die, or does it evolve? Where's blogging going in 5 years from now?
I think it's slowly been evolving, and I think that will continue. Like maybe if someone had looked at it 5 years ago and then not looked at a blog again until like right now, they would see a massive change. But I think it's been more of a gradual change for all of us who've been very much immersed in it for the past 5 years. I think that it's it's slowly but surely moving right now, I would say, towards more sensational things, which, can be good and not so good. It depends. But I think that there are cycles that it goes through. I think that, right now, a lot of a certain kind of thing, like, Google SEO gaming and things like that are really starting to take off, and people recognize that that's the way to get a lot of page views. At the same time, there's also a lot of blogs that are taking it very seriously and really competing with things like the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal that have existed forever, and doing a good job. And I like to include, TechCrunch does a little bit of both, I think, but I'd like to include us more in the part that does really competes well with New York Times and Wall Street Journal. I mean, the amount of news that breaks, the amount of tech news that breaks via TechCrunch, I think is amazing. I mean, there's no way to say that the most amount of news does not break on TechCrunch. Even when I think if you were to add almost all of the other sites together, I think that we do a good job breaking news.
I mean, I have to say about Mike Arrington, I mean, he breaks more exclusives, and he's right more than anybody else is in the tech world. I mean, say what you want about him, about what you heard or what you haven't heard, but I mean, the guy when he posts something, he doesn't lie, and you can go back and you can trace every single one of his posts, and almost all of them actually happened 2 or 3 months later. It's interesting to me to see, ever since he wrote, this was before your sale, but in Fast Company he wrote, or Fortune maybe, he wrote this article about his philosophy on blogging, and he specifically mentioned exclusives, right? And it's been interesting to see, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but all the other blogs, right, they've now, you see like, exclusive,
yes.
Not Mike Arrington's story,
right,
and
which I hate, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't hate that it's not Mike Arrington's story. I just hate the exclusive, just.
But that's part of, they, and there's stories about that do you guys, but you love exclusives, right? I mean, it helps you guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely we love exclusives. I've kind of the mindset where if we have an exclusive, I don't have to yell in caps that we have an exclusive, write your story well enough that everyone recognizes that this is an important story that, is yours.
What was interesting, I saw Ben Parr, after you broke that story about the Facebook iPad app, I thought it was cool. He called you out for saying, hey, great. I mean, it was a great scoop, right? So, and you didn't, I don't remember if you wrote exclusive in all caps or not.
No, I didn't.